First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. Thanks for joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. There is a live look at U.S. Highway 26 at Timberline Highway, of course, going up there to Timberline Lodge. And look at that, snow on the ground, snow on the roads, and it looks like still snowing more. We're going to be talking about that here during this segment. And again, we are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. So since we're here throughout the afternoon from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., if there is breaking news, we will cover that as well, including following along with some of those big national stories that are happening as well. So when we have more information, we will bring that to you. But right now, talking about a big day there for the mountains, badly needing snow there in the Cascades. It is still a first alert weather day for the Cascades. And joining us right now from there, we have Spencer Schacht. Oh man, that is a good shot actually right now, I got to say, with you, with the snow coming down, Spencer in front of you, and a car right behind you. Don't get hit. And Spencer, it is good to have you here as always. So, we were just looking at those roads. I want to ask, what was it like getting up there today?
Yeah, Greg, like you said, it is very much coming down. It is snowing. This is the heaviest snow that we've seen all day since we got up here. The drive out to Government Camp really wasn't that bad. You could tell that the roads were salted between Sandy and Zigzag and Rodenia, and then Welch's. Those roads were good. But when you're about like 10 minutes outside of Government Camp, that's when you really started to see the accumulation of the snow on the road. That's where you saw the flashing signs that ODOT has put up that say chains are required, studded tires are required to get over the pass here. So the snow is really coming down, and you do see it piling up on the snow, but the drive out here really wasn't too bad until we got real close to Government Camp, and that's when we really started noticing it piling up on the roads.
So it's those higher up spots where it's really there. But, even with the roads clear ahead of time, I mean, it does, it looks very much like it's supposed to this time of year up there at Government Camp. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where you're at too, kind of right near the downtown section. It looks like, I'm guessing that's where you are.
Yes, so we're here at the Collins Lake Resort, and they're kind of saying what you're saying of it finally looks like winter. It is finally snowing here in Government Camp because these businesses were really kind of taking a hit in December when there were forecasts for snow. People would call, make a reservation here at Collins Lake Resort, and then when they got up to seeing that there's no snow up here just yet back in December, they would call and ask for a cancellation or ask to reschedule. And so they said that was a really frustrating time for lodging up here in Government Camp. I also spoke to a restaurant who said that they were very slow throughout the month of December, and they took a big financial hit because of just not having snow up here. People aren't driving up to the mountains to go skiing, to do those snowing activities, to go to a snow park, to go snowshoeing. But yeah, they're really glad that the snow has finally made it. And they said they've seen a difference so far. Even just last weekend, Collins Lake Resort was fully booked last weekend, and they're taking some last minute reservations for this weekend as well. Now that we have more snow in the forecast, they say their phones have just been ringing off the hook.
I bet a lot of people wanting to get up there to, be a part of this, get in there in the snow, especially skiers and snowboarders, but also just people who enjoy going to Mount Hood and being in that, environment, something that you don't really get in lower elevations. So when it comes to that, for the rest of the day, and I guess just for these businesses and the people that are up there, clearly some excitement there from them to have this finally going on. Any other things that you've noticed, while you've been there, just experiencing this right now?
Definitely. If you want to sneak out to Government Camp and go skiing, come during a weekday is what we're hearing up here, especially at the restaurants. They said weekdays are still much slower than the weekends. On the weekends, they are packed. Their kitchen is working overtime, getting orders out, like to-go orders, sit-down orders, everything. But during the week, they're still seeing a little bit of that lull. So if you want to come up to Government Camp, experience the snow, do all the things that the Mount Hood has to offer, but you don't want to deal with the crowds just yet, coming up on a Wednesday is really the way to do it.
Well, Spencer, I'm glad you were up there to bring us that. And, I think for everybody in this area, I mean, Government Camp is one of my favorite places to go when it's snowing like this. You get to have that, even just walking down the main road, stopping off in some of those different restaurants and breweries that are there. It's a great spot, and let alone skiing and boarding. So it's nice to see this is actually happening. and it sounds like roads aren't too bad until you really get up there. But I know for people who are driving there, we were showing that, like I mentioned, that road at the very beginning. So I would imagine be careful as far as having traction devices and all of that stuff.
Yes, definitely chain up your tires if you're headed up here.
All right. Well, Spencer, thank you. Good to have you on here and standing out there in the cold. I know, but I'm telling you, it's a very good look that you have going right there. But thanks, Spencer. We'll let you get back to it.
Cool. Thank you, Greg.
All right. Spencer Schacht there joining us. Always appreciate him here being a part of the show and showing us, what's going on up there at Mount Hood, which is obviously very important for both the economy up there and just to have some snowpack coming in. We are very low on the snow. If you watched earlier today, we had Kitty Zuniga on talking about that, and it's very much under where we're supposed to be right now. So anything like this is good, both for about now and for later on, to have that snowpack as we head into the later months when things start melting. All right, we are live streaming here, as I mentioned. This is Fox 12 Now. We're here throughout the afternoon. So whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or our apps or our website, we always recommend the apps and the website because that is the best way to get those notifications when we're going live, and we'll be here with you with that. And when there is breaking news, we will be here with that as well. We do have more we're going to be talking about throughout the afternoon. We are going to be discussing some things for Highway 6. If you're in Washington County, or at least parts of it, you got an emergency notification about a state of emergency regarding Oregon Highway 6. We're going to find out why that was sent out and a little more details from the Washington County Commissioner, who's going to be joining us. And we have plenty more we're going to be talking about. But we're going to take a pause right now just to make sure that we're caught up to speed on everything that is going on nationally right now with some of those stories that are happening, and make sure that we can get you that. So we'll take a quick break. We're going to turn it over to Local News Live. If you are watching here on the Fox 12 Oregon apps and website, I recommend downloading those. And we'll talk to you soon with more here on Fox 12 Now.